Agriculture Minister gives government's commitment to support the development and transformational agenda of the Grenada Cooperative League Limited. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report.
The house was shaking. Then said the story here, babe. Crack, and the roof had gone.
Man, I was so scared, I nearly wet myself.
Only those who have lived it can truly understand the devastating fury of a hurricane's wind.
The house across the road just get up and roll over.
Hurricane force wind. It's a hazard. Hazards. Take control. Reduce your loss. You can hurricane-proof your home. For example, make your roof more wind-resistant by using screws instead of nails in its construction. Find out more about hurricane force winds and other hazards at your local disaster office.
A message from the National Disaster Management Agency and SEDERA.
With the details to the news for Wednesday, August 17th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. The Minister of State with responsibility for cooperatives, Honorable Adrian Thomas, has commended the Grenada Cooperative League Limited for its role in income generation, employment, foreign exchange, and improving the lives and livelihoods of affiliates, employees, and citizens during the past fiscal year. During its annual general meeting on Wednesday, the League outlined the transformational direction undertaken to mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as significant accomplishments during the period. Minister Thomas says while the League implements its strategic institutional plan, the ministry looks forward to receiving reports of its full implementation and will continue to support the development of cooperatives.
The cooperative sector, like the government, is on a transformational path forward. I commend the League on the developments of its 3-year strategic transformational plan and look forward to receiving reports of its full implementation. Government's policy is to strengthen existing cooperatives, to encourage the formation of new cooperatives, particularly in livestock, fishing, and agribusiness, and to ensure that dedicated attention is given to this sector. As I reflect on the theme chosen for this AGM, a strong movement united for a greater purpose. My focus is on united for a greater purpose, as your annual report already points to a strong movement. Indeed, this harmonizes with the direction of the government of Grenada as it embarks on a transformation agenda, taking all our institutions and citizens on board.
Growth of membership is one area of accomplishment that the League's president, Randy Boyk Cadet, is proud of.
Assets grew by 6.91% to close the year at $1.2 billion. I don't know if you heard that. $1.2 billion. Loans increased by 7.77% to $857 million, and savings also increased by 8.9% to $857 million. Membership grew by 4.7% to 80,000 members. Strategically, the new strat plan was prepared drawing on lessons and implications for the credit union sector and the cooperative movement arising from COVID-19 experiences and unfolding realities. As would be expected, certain objectives of the prior period were carried forward due to the continuing importance to the work of the League. The Board of Directors is determined to ensure that the governance agenda of our credit unions remain a top priority. There is an acceptance that the new future requires strong, dedicated, and experienced leadership in all areas of the movement. Our social responsibility has heightened, and our members of staff continue to perform well in their delivery of services to our affiliates and the wider community.
The Grenada Cooperative League Limited comprises 12 affiliates, 10 credit unions, and 2 non-financial cooperatives, which are the Guave Fishermen Cooperative Society Limited and the Sobeys Fishermen Cooperative Society Limited. Acting Director of the Grenada Authority for the Regulation of Financial Institutions, GAFIN, Dennis Felix, says the organization is concerned about loan delinquency and suggests that credit unions find creative ways to address this issue.
The sector performed well with regards to its liquidity,
with all credit unions continuously surpassing the minimum standard of 15% of total unencumbered deposits. However, in terms of loan delinquency, we saw a deterioration from 5.8% in December 2020 to 7.2% in December 2021. While the sector must be commended for its relatively steady performance during 2021, we must continue to monitor the delinquency situation closely, while at the same time implementing creative measures for improvement.
Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Grenada, His Excellency vgh'n, says there is a willingness between Grenada and China to strengthen cooperation in a number of areas, including the creative economy. During an engagement with the media on Tuesday, Ambassador Wei said this follows several meetings with Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell and cabinet ministers.
Since early July, I had already met the new Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, and almost all the cabinet ministers, and we had detailed exchange of views and achieved a broad consensus on how to further strengthen the practical cooperation in the fields of infrastructure, agriculture, education, culture, human resource training, and capacity building, disaster preparedness and mitigation, creative economy, and so on. All the ministers thank China for the long-term assistance and support, and express the willingness to continue joint efforts with Chinese side to promote the steady development of bilateral relations and cooperation.
The ambassador also said his country remains committed to enhancing the relations and cooperation between the two countries. He outlined programs and projects that will continue and new ones to come on stream.
I pay a visit with GIS to the construction site of the runway resurfacing of the Mauritius Bishop International Airport upgrade project. The project is progressing well and will complete by July 2023. China-Grenada Agriculture Technical Cooperation Project is expected to start before October this year and will last for 3 years. The renovation project of the National Cricket Stadium will also commence very soon with an implementation period of 14 months. In the field of human resource development and capacity building, China has been providing many opportunities to Grenadian side, including provision of scholarships every year, short-term training programs, study tours. In the past months, we have organized beekeeping training course, fishing development training course, tropical pet control and management course, auto maintenance training course. We have decided to donate $50,000 to the Ministry of Disaster Management to facilitate its work. So looking forward, we would like to reach out more local communities.
Grenada and China resumed diplomatic relations in 2005. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
What does public health mean to you?
Public health to me is the overall well-being of the nation and its safety.
Free healthcare, that's what it means to me. I believe public health has a lot to do with the public, like the word says it, and health. You know how people, the conditions they are in terms of the healthiness, body, their surroundings, you know.
A healthy environment.
Do you think that public health has an impact on you personally, and how?
Me personally, I don't think it has a big impact because I don't really let it trouble me, you know.
How you see outside, where you live or whatever, it will affect you individually as a person.
Not personally, but it has an impact on the population.
Public health is what we do collectively to keep us all healthy. It affects everything from the air we breathe to the food we eat, and it starts with health promotion and even extends to the tests and treatments we take.
Public health is my health.
Welcome back. Director of Medical Services Dr. Taisha Donald says health officials were adequately prepared for the 2022 Carnival season, which saw an increase in visits to the Accident and Emergency Department. Dr. Donald told host Kevin Frederick on the television program The Next Chapter that the ministry increased staff, equipment and supplies to efficiently deliver quality health care during the season. She said the hospital's assessment revealed that most of the cases were motor vehicular accidents, chopping, gunshot wounds, and fractures. The medical director also underscored the significance of the pre-carnival blood drive, which ensured that there was enough blood in stock to serve those who were in need.
We had a very active season. Of course, our accident and emergency team, we were able to step up on our staffing, our physician staff. We were able to, of course, step up on making sure that all of our necessary, all the necessary elements needed to be able to, deal with these emergencies were in place. Of course, you assisted us in doing the blood drive because, of course, with all of these accidents and choppings and so, it's important to have blood to take care of some of these patients. So we want to thank you again for assisting us in that drive because we did use up quite a lot of the blood out of our blood bank. Which was necessary to treat a lot of the patients. So we had a very active, very, very, very active season.
According to Dr. Donald, while the season was active, health officials were not overwhelmed.
But we were able to deal with them. We were very active, but I won't say we were overwhelmed, but we were very much active. Our staff was able to manage all of the cases. We had a lot of orthopedic cases as well, so a lot of fractures and from the accidents and choppings and so. So the bone specialists had a very, very, very busy time, and the surgeons.
Finally, in the news, residents of Telescope and surrounding communities will benefit from a health fair this weekend organized by the Ministry of Health's National Infectious Disease Control Unit in collaboration with the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Program Coordinator John L. Benjamin says free services will be available to everyone, including children, who can benefit from childhood vaccines. The fair will be held on Saturday at the Telescope Community Center from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Benjamin outlined some of the services that will be offered at the fair.
We are doing this activity as another part of our outreach to capture and to provide health checks, health benefits, opportunities for persons who want to just check up on their health status. It's all part of our promotion for knowing your status, part of our our approach to give people the opportunity to have an update on their health status. And this activity will be offering a wide range of services, starting from blood pressure, blood glucose level checks. We're offering childhood vaccines. We also do have a doctor that is going to be present on scene, and that doctor will be able to provide consultations to clients, to persons who would like to see a doctor. We also will be offering the opportunities for persons to have pap smears, possibly PSAs or rectal examinations for men.
That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, August 17th, recapping the top story. Agriculture Minister gives government's commitment to support the development and transformational agenda of the Grenada Cooperative League Limited. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis.